So I'm here in Silicon Valley, San Jose, for the launch of the new Samsung Galaxy S25 range. Of course, there are three phones in the range: a standard Galaxy S25, the S25 Plus, and the Ultra, which is the flagship with the best camera. So overall, there are two major areas that we've seen improvements, one in the hardware side and the other in the software. But I have to say that from what I've heard, it's really not that much about the hardware. Yes, there is a new chip. Yes, there's some enhancements in performance and cooling, some new design tweaks as well. But the software side, I think, is really where all the action is. So the S25 has the most advanced chip yet. So this is a collaboration between Qualcomm Snapdragon and with Samsung. So this is called the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy. 40% increased GPU, 37% increased CPU, 30% increased graphics improvements. Also, we're seeing a slightly larger vapor chamber inside to keep cooling down. The display also has the Mobile Digital Natural Image Engine, which improves the quality by 24 to 40%, as well as a spatial temporal filter for the camera. On the camera side, look, most things are the same as before. This goes with the S25 and the S25 Plus, but with the Ultra we see a new ultra-wide lens. This is 50 megapixels now. That's 4 times more detail than the previous one. That's great for macros because you're getting incredible detail. You can really zoom right in, see all kinds of layering and nuance in that, as well as with the ultra-wide view itself, which again is great because you can just use that extra resolution. So you can punch in and crop for some more creative effects. In terms of the new design, I really do like the look of the new Ultra, especially because the edges are now rounded. It kind of fits in more with the family than before, and I kind of like the roundedness. It's a little bit easier to grip, and also the screen edges aren't as, I guess, squared off as they used to be. In addition to that, we see a 15% smaller bezel on the S25 Ultra versus the S24 Ultra, and it is lighter by 15 grams. Now, in terms of colors, we see navy, we see ice blue, we have mint and silver shadow, and that's on the S25 and the S25 Plus. On the Ultra, they get the titanium version, so we have titanium silver blue, titanium white silver, titanium gray, and titanium black. I actually like the titanium black because it has this sort of two-tone effect, and there also will be exclusive colors from Samsung.com. The S25 Ultra also gets Corning Gorilla Glass Armor 2, which helps improve drop protection and scratch resistance, and that's better than anything that has been launched previously. Plus there's a DX anti-reflective surface treatment. So with gaming, we are seeing a 40% increase in ray tracing performance and a 40% larger vapor cooling chamber, so the phone should stay a little cooler, and ray tracing should look better. So I think that, in addition to the new Snapdragon chip, are going to be quite a powerful contender, probably more powerful than any other Android phone for a little while. Look, on the software front, One UI 7 I think is the biggest change. Interesting because One UI 7 will come to other phones, but right now it's exclusive to the S25 range. It has much better integration of AI across the entire operating system. So now AI tools aren't stuck in certain apps. So you don't have to remember which app does what and have to go to that app to get things done. I think some of my favorite things are the Now Brief, which gives you an overview of the things you need to know, say when you wake up in the morning or during the day or in the evening, without having to go and open up multiple apps like your calendar, your weather app, your news feeds, your wellness apps. Basically all these different types of things. Plus you can add the types of information that you want. Uses AI to figure out what you do and what's important to you. Next, there's a little Now bar. This is similar to what you see on iPhones. It's just a little, permanent area on the top of the screen, which gives you things like your footy scores or your countdown timers or things that you're doing, and you just want those to stay resident on the screen. There are some personalization features with the new One UI 7, slightly new look. For example, the widgets are much more, diverse, and you can do a lot more with them to customize them the way you like. But I really don't know a whole lot about One UI 7 yet. I just got the phone now. I'm just having a look at it, but it looks good. So apart from the Now Brief and the Now Bar, I like the call recorder. This basically records your calls. It translates them into text. You have both speakers there. It's sort of in a text message style format. Plus you can summarize the text. It can figure out what your calls were all about, surface that useful information. You can export that to other apps to have it translated. So I think this is a great way of, recording work calls and things. Plus it tells the person on the other end so you're not doing anything dodgy. Image-wise, there's some improvements there. Obviously, we have generative edit. The generative edit tool now allows you to add images from your photo gallery as inspiration for the types of things that you'd like to create. So in addition to, say, maybe you doing a sketch and then it completes that sketch, now it will allow you to add photos into the mix. Plus you can use text descriptions and that type of thing as well. There's an emoji tool where it uses AI to generate emojis as well. It can pull these straight from your text message itself, so you don't have to even describe what you want, and then it will just create an emoji using generative AI. A lot of the generative editing stuff that I've seen so far with the images is much faster because this is happening on the device more than it is in the cloud with previous versions of Galaxy AI. And that means that, number one, you're getting a faster result. Number two, it's not sending as much information to the cloud, and that's a good thing. We saw some other features like Best Face, which is similar to Google's sort of tool where it can take a group shot. It can figure out who's got their eyes closed, and then based on the photo, it can then find a better version of that person's face and then replace it, which is kind of handy. Search has improved slightly as well. Now Circle to Search will include music as well as sounds. So it can look up music or whatever you're hearing in the background and tell you what songs they're actually playing. I really like AI Select. Now this is really the key to accessing the AI features on the phone. It's always available. You just swipe from the sidebar and you see the AI Select icon, and then it will then read or look at what you're doing on the screen using AI, and then it will interpret what you're doing, and then it will put little floating icons of the AI tools that you might use to help you out. So if you're, say, scrolling through a web page or maybe watching a video and you press AI Assist, it will then look at that and say, oh, you're watching a video, I can translate this, or maybe you want to screen grab this image, or you want to screen grab some text, and I can automatically enter that into a calendar note, or I can save the image or video as a GIF, or I can show you a location if it's an address, or I can do all kinds of things. So it's pretty clever. I think this is a great way of integrating AI across the operating system. Through a tight integration with Google's Gemini, you can do a lot more cross-app requests. So just with a single command, you can actually get the phone to open up multiple apps and find information. An example could be look up my favorite footy team's next scheduled event, put that in my calendar and set a reminder, or I don't know, go and find a restaurant that is both vegan and allows pets, put a calendar date for whenever I want to do it, and also invite my friends. So what would have to happen there is multiple apps would have to be opened behind the scenes by the system for all of that to happen. So I think this cross-app integration is great to see supported. There are a few minor improvements to search as well. So we're now seeing Circle to Search support music and audio, so you can ask it what sort of song is playing in the background. Also, you can now search galleries using natural language, so you can ask to find certain content like pictures with dogs in it, and it'll go through your photos and find those for you. In terms of pricing, we have $13.99 for the S25, $16.99 for the S25 Plus, and $21.49 for the S25 Ultra. That is $50 cheaper than last year's S24 Ultra, so that's a good thing. You can pre-order from the 23rd of January, and they will go on sale in Australia on the 14th of February. Thankfully, you get 7 years of OS and security upgrades as well with One UI 7. Look, that's a quick take of the new Galaxy S25. It's very early days. I just really saw it, and I just wanted to report back to you guys what I thought. I think overall, not that much has changed since the S24. But the thing is, that is such a great platform to build on. This is not a revolutionary new version. I do think it is the best of the Galaxy S range of phones I've ever seen, and the much better interpretation of AI or implementation of AI. I think it's a little better than Apple Intelligence because it's really easy to find. I love the way it suggests the tools that you might need quickly and easily. Got some clever little things there, nothing that's groundbreaking or earth-shaking. The hardware really is improved, especially with that new Snapdragon chip. You're definitely not going to suffer, especially if you buy that Ultra. Really good looking phone. Overall, you do pay for the top of the range, but if you really want something that is king of the hill, this new S25 Ultra definitely is that on the Android front. Well, there you have it. That's my quick take here in San Jose. Just got the phone in my hand here, so we'll look forward to doing a full review on Gadget Guy coming up very soon.